Welcome back. We're still talking with Pamela and Rachel about dementia and dementia care. So Rachel, let me ask you, these techniques, they're not just used on people who have dementia. They can be used on people who need care for a number of things. Can you talk about how else these techniques have helped you?
I've done rehab with several different types of people with a traumatic brain injury or a stroke, any kind of a neurological disorder or cognitive impairment. Like with a stroke victim, and you want to work with the affected side to help increase the return of any independence that they can get back out of that. So the hand under hand with the helping fingers to help feed, it helps that muscle memory fire back. And so when they are able to, help, you can feel their muscles firing a little bit, it gives them excitement and it gives them hope. And it's a wonderful technique that can be used with everybody.
So do you have a specific example of when you've seen somebody really strive under this technique?
I do. We have a gentleman with advanced dementia, and you can roll him up to the table, and I saw some of the CNAs doing such, just rolling him up there and hoping that he was just going to eat and putting the food in front of him, and then they'd walk away. He wasn't able to initiate that self-feeding, so got on his dominant side, and you talk to them, you introduce yourself. I knew him, of course, so I didn't sit down and say, hey, I'm Rachel. But you use their name, and I did the hand under hand with the helping fingers, and you get down to the plate and you bring that food up and his mouth opens and he's eating, and you could almost see the cogs turning. It was incredible, because then you did like 5 or 6 times, and then like Pamela was showing you, you lessen the amount of grip that you're having, and you put the spoon or the utensil into their hand, into his hand, and then he was able to do it more, and then eventually he was able to self-feed the rest of the meal and drink. It was just like that muscle memory kicked in and he was back. It was amazing.
Well, and it's really exciting, because one of the things that you brought up, Rachel, was you could feel what they're doing. And when you're using this positive approach to care, you get a lot of input from the residents or from who you're helping. So they can kind of push away and say too much, too little. Or you can even use the positive approach to find areas of pain in people who you can't ask questions and get answers.
So, and Rachel, you talked a little bit about some of the other staff. Are they starting to use these techniques? What's the overall feel at your facility?
They seem to be more relaxed. People with dementia, like Pamela was saying again, when you bring the spoon to their face and they flinch, some of them have, combative reactions. So with the hand under hand and the calmness and the speaking slowly, addressing them personally, it seems to calm them down. They're more able to accept the assistance and be more willing to participate in the activity that you are doing, whether it is a mealtime, or if you're getting them up in the morning and you're getting them dressed. It can be scary for them. You're groggy. You know how we are when we get up. So they're even, more confused a little bit sometimes. And so when you approach with the joint pressure, and there's some other things we haven't talked about, but it just helps calm them down, and it helps make the patient safer and the assistants a lot safer.
Good. So Pamela, this is something that you're going across Montana and doing at different facilities. Why are you really encouraging nursing homes to use the positive approach to care?
Well, the biggest reason, Beth, is we want to decrease the use of antipsychotics. Antipsychotics, they're a group of medications that were made specifically for Huntington's, Tourette's, and schizophrenia. But now they're starting to be used widely with people with dementia, and it's dangerous. There's even a black box warning out that was put out by the FDA saying it's dangerous to use these medications. They actually cause, they speed up the progression of the disease, they cause falls, and what they do is they're basically a chemical restraint. And so instead of dealing with the person and figuring out what their needs are and returning their dignity to them, what we're doing is we're really taking their dignity away. We're not giving them the respect that they deserve, and we're sedating them so that we don't have to work harder.
And so if I have a loved one at home that I fear may be progressing through one of the dementia diseases, how can I tell? What should I do? Where do I go?
Well, you can contact me and I can get you some information. But Positive Approach to Care, Teepa Snow is who developed it, and that's TEEPA Snow. You can go out to YouTube. You can find lots of short little videos. She'll help you with lots of ideas to help. Naomi Feil, she's also a great resource, and her last name is Feil. And the other thing is music and memory. I really encourage people to learn about music and memory because music is just so powerful, and it brings people back. And even if we only bring them back for a short period of time, that's great because we have them.
So do you have any advice then for people watching at home who might have a loved one that needs this sort of care, whether it's dementia or, as you talked about, a brain injury or something? What would you tell those people?
I tell my family members of residents and patients that I see in the hospital and stuff, take care of yourself first. If you don't take care of yourself, you're no good to anybody. When you're on the airplanes and they drop that mask in front of your face and they say, well, you know, if you have more than one child, you have to pick which one's the favorite. Put your mask on first because you're not going to be able to help either one of them. Take care of yourself. Find respite care providers. They are out there. Find time to do things that you enjoy. Educate yourself. I think educating yourself is very important on the diagnosis of your loved one, whether it be the stroke, the TBI, dementia, what have you. Because knowledge is power and confidence, and it will help you be able to react in a positive way when you see the new symptoms developing, and you won't be so lost. So taking care of yourself, educating yourself.
And focusing on the positive. You know, like I was saying, it doesn't help anybody to remind somebody that they're not remembering.
Perfect. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here today. We appreciate all your information. We are out of time. If you're interested in learning more about what you heard today, you can visit our website at mpqhf.org, or you can call Pamela at Mountain Pacific Quality Health. Thanks so much for joining us. Until next time, stay fit, stay well, and stay healthy for life with Healthy Living for Life.
Healthy Living for Life is brought to you by Mountain Pacific Quality Health. We'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future programs, visit our website at mpqhf.org or call us at 406-443-4020. You can also catch us on YouTube by visiting our website and clicking on the YouTube icon. Special thanks to Fire Tower Coffee House and Roasters. Production facilities provided by Video Express Productions.